Because they've figured out something you haven't yet. They're not working harder, they're not smarter, they've just built systems that do the work for them. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why you're stuck working 60-hour weeks while they're picking their kids up from school every single day. Look, I get it. You started this business to get freedom, to spend more time with your family, to escape the 9-to-5 grind. But here you are, working more hours than you ever did at your corporate job, answering client emails at 10 p.m., taking calls during your kid's soccer game, feeling like if you take a single day off, everything will fall apart. And meanwhile, you see other entrepreneurs in your space who seem to have figured it out. They're taking vacations, they're working 4-day weeks, they're somehow growing their businesses while you're drowning in yours. What's the difference? It's not luck, it's not some secret you don't know about. It's systems, and the absence of them in your business is exactly what's keeping you trapped. Here's the brutal truth. You are the bottleneck in your own business. Every single decision in your company has to flow through you. Every client, question. Every team member, uncertainty. Every minor detail. Nothing moves forward without your input. And you know what that means? Your business can only grow as fast as you can personally handle tasks, which means your growth is capped by your available hours in a day. Let me paint you a picture. A client emails you with a question. That email sits in your inbox until you personally respond to it. Your team member needs approval on something. They wait until you're available. A prospect wants to schedule a call. They're waiting on you to send them your calendar link. You are the single point of failure in your entire operation. And here's what's wild. You probably didn't start out this way. When you first launched, you were scrappy. You were the only one, so of course you did everything. But then you grew. And you never built the systems to take yourself out of the equation. So now you're still doing everything. Client onboarding, you. Invoicing, you. Follow-up emails, you. Marketing, you. Sales, you. Delivery, also you. You can't take a vacation because who would run the business? You can't hire someone because how would they know what to do? Everything you know about running your company lives in your head. And every morning, you wake up to a mountain of tasks that only you can complete. This is why you're working 60-hour weeks while other entrepreneurs are working 20. They've removed themselves as the bottleneck. You haven't. Let's talk about what's actually eating up all your time. Manual processes. You're copy-pasting the same email response you've sent 50 times this month. You're recreating proposals from scratch for every single prospect. You're manually sending invoice reminders. You're scheduling follow-up calls one by one. Every single one of these tasks takes time. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, an hour over here. And you think, well, it's just 5 minutes. But here's the problem. Those 5-minute tasks add up to hours. And those hours add up to days. And those days add up to weeks of your life spent on repetitive administrative work that adds zero strategic value to your business. Let me give you a real example. You get a new lead. Great. Now what happens? You manually send them a welcome email. Then you manually send them your pricing. Then you manually schedule a discovery call. Then you manually send them a calendar invite. Then you manually send them a reminder the day before. Then you manually send them a follow-up after the call. Then you manually send them a proposal. Then you manually follow up on that proposal. That's 8 manual touches for one prospect. And if you're talking to 10 prospects a week, that's 80 manual tasks just for lead nurturing. Now add in client delivery, add in team management, add in content creation, add in bookkeeping, add in all the other things you're doing manually. You're not building a business, you're operating a human assembly line where you are every station. And the crazy thing, most of these tasks could be automated, most of them could be systematized, most of them don't actually need you. But because you haven't built the systems, you're stuck doing them over and over and over again, every single day. And that's why your calendar is full, but you're not moving forward. You're running in place, working hard, but not making progress, because you're spending all your time on manual processes instead of strategic growth. Now here's the part that nobody talks about, the hidden cost of doing it yourself. You're probably sitting there thinking, well, I can't afford to hire someone, or I can't afford automation tools, or I'll just do it myself, it's faster. But let me ask you something, what's your time actually worth? If you're trying to build a 6-figure business, your time needs to be worth at least $100 an hour. Probably more like $200 or $300 an hour, if we're being honest about what you need to earn to hit your goals. So when you spend an hour formatting a proposal, You just spent $100 to $300 on a task that a $20 piece of software could have done in 30 seconds. When you spend 2 hours scheduling calls back and forth over email, you just spent $200 to $600 on a task that a free calendar tool could have handled automatically. When you spend 3 hours answering the same client questions you've answered 100 times before, you just spent $300 to $900 on a task that a simple FAQ page or automated email sequence could have handled. You're losing money doing cheap work. But here's the even bigger cost: opportunity cost. While you're spending your time on 20-an-hour tasks, you're not spending time on 500-an-hour activities. You're not out there closing new clients. You're not building strategic partnerships. You're not creating new offers. You're not scaling your marketing. You're too busy in the weeds to work on the things that would actually grow your business. And then there's the family cost, the one that actually matters. You missed your kid's recital because you had to finish a client project. You worked through dinner because you had emails to answer. You spent Saturday catching up on administrative work instead of being present with your family. That's the real cost of doing it yourself. You're trading the whole reason you started this business for the busy work of running it. And the worst part? You can't get that time back. Your kids are only young once. Your spouse won't wait forever. Your health won't sustain this pace indefinitely. The cost of manual processes isn't just money, it's your life. So let me show you what the other side looks like. What successful parent entrepreneurs have that you don't yet. Imagine this. A prospect finds your website at 2 a.m. They download your lead magnet. Automatically, they get added to your email list. Automatically, they receive a welcome sequence that educates them about your process, shares testimonials, and positions you as the expert. Over the next 7 days, they get 6 emails, each one building trust, each one addressing objections, each one moving them closer to booking a call with you. On day 7, they get an email with a link to your calendar. They click it. They see your availability. They book a time. Automatically, they get a confirmation email and a calendar invite. Automatically, they get a reminder 24 hours before. Automatically, they get a reminder 1 hour before. You didn't touch any of this. You were asleep when they found you. You were at your kid's soccer game when they booked the call. You were having dinner when they got nurtured through your email sequence. The system did it all for you. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't happening for one prospect. It's happening for 10 prospects, or 20, or 50, all at the same time, all being nurtured, all being moved toward a sales conversation, all without you lifting a finger. That's what automated client acquisition looks like. It's email sequences that nurture leads while you sleep. It's calendar booking that eliminates the back and forth. It's CRM systems that track where every prospect is in your pipeline. It's follow-up sequences that stay in touch without you having to remember. It's not magic, it's not complicated, it's just systems. And the entrepreneurs who are working less than you, this is what they've built. This is what you haven't. Yet. They're not working harder, they're not smarter, they just set up systems that work 24/7 so they don't have to. So here's my question for you. What's one manual process in your business that's eating up hours of your time every single week? Drop it in the comments below. I want to hear what's consuming your day. And if this video gave you a wake-up call about the systems you're missing in your business, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because every single Saturday, I'm dropping content specifically designed to help parent entrepreneurs like you build businesses that fund your life instead of consuming it. Look, I want to leave you with this. The reason successful parent entrepreneurs work less than you isn't because they're special. It's because they made a decision to stop being the bottleneck in their own business. They built systems, they automated processes, they removed themselves from the day-to-day operations so they could focus on the high-value work that actually moves the needle. You can do the same thing, but you have to be willing to invest the time up front to build these systems. You have to be willing to let go of control. And you have to be willing to admit that the way you're currently operating isn't sustainable. If you're ready to shift from working 60-hour weeks to building a business that actually gives you the freedom you started this for, head over to shiftyoursaturdays.com. That's where we help parent entrepreneurs just like you build systems, create leverage, and reclaim their time. Because at the end of the day, you didn't start this business to be busy. You started it to be free. So let's build you a business that actually delivers on that promise. I'll see you next Saturday.